What is up, guys? Legend here. I know it's been a while, but today I'm going to talk about the new Smogon tier list update. They do this about once every 3 to 4 months. Change around the tiers. Pokemon gets used less than it was the last tier change. They'll change it. All these changes are based on usage. Well, most of them. I'll explain. Anything that goes into a tier is based on usage. The tiers go as partially used PU, never used NU, rarely used RU, underused UU, and overused OU. Those are the five set tiers. Now, the Pokemon switching from one of those to another one of those are deemed by usage. So Smogon will take the stats from how often that said Pokemon is used, and if it falls or increases too much, it will be changed in tier to the next level or the lower level. 9 times out of 10, you will only move one tier at a time. So a Pokemon should only move about one tier at a time. This is to stop, say, one Pokemon gets a cool strategy that everyone starts using. This means that it will very literally never jump straight from NU to OU, which I don't know why Pinsir did here, but we'll get to that later. If you see anything like BL2, or BL1, or BL3, these are ban lists. This means a Pokemon, usage-wise, is not in that tier, but competitively, it can't be placed lower. So, let's use Dragalge, for example. It went from UU, its usage decreased, so they wanted to put it in RU, but they couldn't because of its competitive nature. It was too good for RU, and they were scared that it was going to mess with the metagame, so instead they put it in ban list 2, which means you can't use it in RU or below. So technically it's still in UU, but that's just saying that its usage isn't that of a UU Pokemon, only its competitiveness is, if that makes any sense. So, I know I haven't, been doing Pokemon videos in a while, and I'm not as up to date as I'd like to be, so, bear with me. Let's just jump right into this. Okay, first up is Grumble, moving from NU to RU. Not too surprised. I mean, fairy typing, relatively bulky, hits pretty hard. I mean, I don't know. This happens sometimes. A Pokemon will be stagnant in one tier, and then when it's dropped down from not being used, everyone uses it because it's kind of overpowered in that tier, and it jumps right back up. I wouldn't be surprised to see this in NU next time, and then it keep going back and forth, because, that happens sometimes. Dragalge, apparently people weren't using it as much as, enough, so it almost got dropped to RU, but too good for that. So we're going to put that right in ban list too. Pretty cool. I like Dragalge. Dragon Poison. Fucking awesome. It's really good. It doesn't need to be lower than UU. It can fuck a lot of things up really quickly. Executor going from NU to PU. I don't know why. Executor is fucking amazing. Executor is UU material. It has a lot of weaknesses, but it's relatively bulky, has that massive 125 special attack. Harvest. You can stack Harvest on all kinds of berries. Especially if the sun's out. Harvest or Chlorophyll. I mean, this Executor is way too good. I feel like a ban list. Oh, shit. Sorry about that. I feel like a ban list should have been implied. So it could, not get that fucking low, because that's ridiculous. But yeah, it's in PU now, so that won't last very long, because Executor is going to clean house in PU. Pongword. I don't know what Pongword can do. I haven't really run into a lot of these. Isn't it that's Bisharp's lower form? I mean, as far as I knew, it was a Little Cup Pokemon. It got all the way to NU, though, so I don't know. I don't really have anything to say about that. But this next one, Abomasnow moved from UU to RU. I feel it was necessary. Really, the only reason Abomasnow moved to UU in the first place is because of Suicune. And now that, I mean, there are a couple of checks to Suicune now that people have been using. Abomasnow, I don't know. It's just underutilized, really. That's the way I see it. So, I mean, RU's a good place for it, I guess. It's mid tier. That's like mid card. I mean, yeah, sure. It's not the greatest. It does have big weaknesses. Um, yeah. I mean, I don't. I'm not really up or down on that. I think it belongs there. I think RU's a perfect place for it. Gorbis. This is crazy. Gorbis is a monster. A Shell Smash Gorbis. It just wrecks house. I mean, I've had entire teams swept by this thing. So it's in PU now. It moved from NU to PU. I don't know why. God, why wouldn't people use that? That is an awesome part. A lot of these are moving down. Like, almost all of these are moving down. So yeah, Gorbis should not be in PU. I feel like it and Executor are in the same boat. Like, what the fuck are they doing here? They're gonna destroy PU, for the most part. Slowking. From UU to RU, Slowking has always been Slowbro's weaker counterpart. Its stats, I mean, it has the same base stat total as Slowbro. Its stats aren't in the right place. I mean, that's like saying Scyther and Scizor should be in the same tier because they have the same base stat total. That's bullshit. Slowking is far worse than Slowbro. Mainly it's just defensive stat. Especially defensive stat. Most of these physical defensive on a water psychic is far more useful than special defensive. Okay. Metacham going from RU, that's a big jump. Initially, I was under the impression that a Pokemon could not jump more than one tier at a time, but there's two here. Metacham, which Metacham belongs in OU. I don't know if you've ever gone up against a Mega Metacham, but they are not fun. They will fucking obliterate you. It's a mess, really. Mega Metacham is just so fucking OP. Its attack's ridiculous. It's got a massive move pool. It's very versatile. I mean, yeah, it belongs in OU with all the other overpowered bullshit. Moving on, Gothitelle. Moving from NU to PU. The thing about Gothitelle, in OU, Gothitelle is amazing because of Shadow Tag. But anything below OU and Shadow Tag is banned. So once Gothitelle dropped from OU to UU, it was doomed. Because Gothitelle is garbage without that ability, Shadow Tag. I mean, I think its other ability is competitive, which, I mean, okay, that's an okay ability, I guess, but nothing compared to Shadow Tag, and its stats are just yeah, just bleh. Like, I can't really sing any praises about this Pokemon without Shadow Tag. Shadow Tag was the sole savior of Gothitelle, and now that it's dropped out of OU, where it can't use Shadow Tag, I don't think it's going anywhere. I think it's going to stay in PU for a while. At least until Shadow Tag is unbanned, which I doubt will ever happen. Alright, Zapdos. Oh, what the fuck? Zapdos moved down to UU. Okay, that's crazy. Zapdos is the boss bird. He's, out of the three birds, he's the only one that had any kind of success. So it's kind of crazy to think of Zapdos moving down, because it's always been... Well, no, I think it was in UU at one point, around when Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire came out. So, I don't know. Maybe this is just a fluctuation thing. I wouldn't be surprised to see it in OU next tier change. Kind of sad to see it in UU now, though, because it's very good. So, I do think it will be heavily played in UU, and it'll jump back to OU. Alright. Moving on to Bouffalant. Bouffalant dropped from NU to PU. That's, I love Bouffalant. Bouffalant hits. I get it. It's super slow. A lot of people don't use it because of how slow it is. But at the same time, it's kind of bulky. And it does have a lot of fucking attack behind it. I used Bouffalant when I was in NU. I've had relatively good success with it. Especially if you can live the first hit and you know what you're doing, you're probably at least going to get 1 to 2 KOs with Bouffalant. At least. And that's because of how hard it hits. And once it gets on a roll, it's kind of hard to stop it. So, unless you have like a revenge killer, you know, unless your opponent has a revenge killer, Bouffalant may just sweep. With proper setup, of course, but that's with anything. Last on the list, and the most confounding, is Pinsir moving from NU to OU. I don't know. I can't think of any other time a Pokemon has jumped straight from NU to OU. That's a really big jump, and I don't know why. Mega Pinsir is a monster, don't get me wrong, and I think it belongs in OU, but for it to be jumped up so quickly like that just doesn't make sense to me, because anything that can survive one hit from Mega Pinsir that has a rock type attack is pretty much guaranteed to OHKO. Golem, for example, I can't think of many moves that Mega Pinsir packs that can OHKO a Golem. At the same time, I know a couple of moves that Golem packs to OHKO Pinsir. So, I don't... And Golem's a weak Pokemon, you know. Golem has... Any water or grass move is pretty much game over for Golem. So, if you have a sturdy Golem, a Golem with sturdy, you pretty much kill Pinsir. That's how that goes. So, like, it's super good, don't get me wrong, I get it. Aerial Lake's amazing. Pinsir, Mega Pinsir, speed and attack are off the fucking charts. But it's not jump 4 tiers good. I don't think it goes, at least. So that really confounds me. Like I said, I haven't been on Smogon since the last tier change. Not because I haven't wanted to, it's just I've been busy. But I'm definitely going to get on there either tonight or tomorrow and play a couple of rounds. I might upload a video, you know, after I make a new team and all that. Who knows? But yeah. So that's all I got for you, I guess. So far, like, overall, it's not a huge tier change. It wasn't like the May one from this year. The May tier change this year fucking changed a lot of shit. So not huge. I mean, there are definitely some big power moves here. Mainly Pinsir and Metacham that I'm looking at. But, I mean, all in all, I don't really see the meta game changing too much. Like, I don't know. It's a very underwhelming change for me, I guess is what I'm trying to say. It's not as crazy as I thought it was going to be. But yeah, I guess that's all I got for you. So, oh, wait, actually, tell you what, we'll go to the Little Cup tier changes, I guess, and do that real quick. Alright, because I play Little Cup. So, let's see. Skrelp moved from Little Cup UU to Little Cup OU. Completely agree with that. Leap moved from Little Cup OU to Little Cup UU. I can't say, I don't know. Leap was okay. Like, it does well in OU, but it doesn't, like, you know, it wasn't used as often as people thought it would be when it got moved to OU, so. Honedge moved to UU. That's kind of crazy. Honedge is a big power play in Little Cup, so. Drifloon moved from UU to OU. Hell yeah, it's about damn time. Drifloon's a really good Pokemon in Little Cup. Anaroth moved from UU to OU. I didn't see that coming, to be honest. I didn't see Anaroth moving up, because, like, Anaroth is so easy to counter. I don't know why. I don't know. I assume I'm gonna play a couple of Little Cup matches and see what's going on, but Anaroth just seems super easy to counter to me. And Pumpkaboo Super moved from UU to OU. No comment. I haven't, to my knowledge, I haven't gone up against a Pumpkaboo Super. If I have, it wasn't a problem, or I would remember it, so, and I've never used them because, again, they're Pumpkaboo. Like, I don't know. What do you want from me? They're not great. That's all I gotta say about them. We'll see how that pans out. So yeah, I guess that's all. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you did. Subscribe if you haven't already. Blah blah blah. You know the routine. And I will see you later.